Hi everyone, it's Courtney here from Noor Hair and Beauty again with another hair tutorial for you. So this week I am going to be showing you braiding. We are going to look at a French braid versus a Dutch braid, and I'm going to show you how to be able to do these on yourself. Not on someone else, on yourself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to part my hair exactly down the middle, and we'll start with the French braid first. So that is probably the more traditional and the most commonly seen braid from there. And then what we're going to do on the other side is do a Dutch braid, or what some people might recognise as being an inverted French braid, but the traditional name for it is a Dutch braid. So the first thing I'm going to show you is a few items that you're going to need for this. You are going to want to take a brush for brushing out your hair, a comb, any kind of comb, just to help you section your hair nice and neatly. If you have a friend, this will help, but you know, no one's really going to pay attention to the back of your head anyway. And also a few hair elastics. So I always like to double up. Every single time I'll always double up, because that way if one snaps, you've always got a security function on the other. Okay, so I'm going to brush out my hair. It is really curly, so it's going to be an absolute fizzle. I do apologise, but it'll look fab in the end. So brush everything out until it's completely tangle free. The less tangles, the neater your braiding is going to be, and the easier it'll be for you. Because if your hair is all tangled and knotted, what's going to happen is when you're trying to braid the sections over one another, your hair is going to get all tangled around your fingers, and it's going to be really tricky to keep everything nice and neat and tidy. So now that we've detangled our hair, take our sectioning comb and part your hair down the middle from the front to the crown. Okay, and then what I like to do from there is follow from the crown down. I'm going to turn around just so I can show you guys what I'm doing here. So I'm following this straight down the back of my neck, and then where this large tooth here is, pulling away and away again to create a nice neat section. Now that we have our hair split into two even sections, I am going to tie this section off, so either using a ball, bow or a clip, just anything you've got to hand, just to keep it all nice and neat and tidy and keep it away from the hair that you're going to be braiding first. And then taking your comb everything nice and neat away from your face, and then start with a small section. So I always start from a diagonal section right at the top here, as you can see, because we're going to be braiding centrally down this entire parting here, as if nothing over this side exists. So now that we have our first section to start braiding, you want to split this into 3 equally sized sections, as you can see. So one on the left, one in the middle, one on the right. What we're then going to do is cross the outside strand over the middle every single time. So you can see that section's come over, this outside strand comes over the new middle strand, just like that. Okay, so this has become the new middle strand, this has become the new section on the left, and the new section on the right. Now that we've done one crossover for each section, what we're then going to do is start incorporating hair. So this is the section that is going to be crossing over the middle. I'm going to take a slither of hair, I don't know if you guys can see, a slither of hair in with that piece. So you can see I've picked it all up together. You will need to make use of as many of your fingers as you can, because you're working with 3 strands and you've only got 2 hands. You know, you want to really be able to separate each piece between your fingers. So you can see I've got my middle here, my outside in at my pinky. Now I've swapped the left over into my left hand. Keep it nice and neat and tidy. Cross over the middle. Pick up the left hand strand, which has now become your middle. And there we go. So I now have my left hand strand there, there's my middle, and there's my right. Repeat the same process again. Take a small slither of hair in with the section you're going to be crossing over. What I also do, as you see there, I'm sliding away just to separate any of the spare hair that might be coming in and getting tangled, just to make everything nice and neat again. Then I'm going to cross it over my middle section, swap into that hand, and keep it nice and neat and tidy once again. So I'm going to repeat this process again. Here is my left hand strand. Take a slither of hair in with the strand. Keep everything all nice and neat and tidy. And then we're going to cross over the middle, swap into that hand, pull it tight, and now we're on to this side. Take a slither of hair, nice and neat, cross over the middle like so, and pull it tight. I'll do this one last time and then I will show you the braid starting to take shape. So take a slither of hair, nice and neat, no stray hairs, crossing over the middle strand, swapping over and pulling it tight. Once again on this side, take a slither of hair and then use your thumb to pull all the stray hair away, cross over your middle, and there we go. So you can see right away your braid is starting to take some shape in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to carry on down a little and then I'm going to show you guys how I try and position myself to get to the back. So we're starting to near the end of the braid here. You can see how small my sections are coming up in towards the braid. The smaller your sections are, the finer and neater your braid is going to appear. The chunkier the sections, the looser the appearance of the braid will be. So what I'm doing now is reaching straight into the back of my head, so you can see that I've got my hands positioned up behind my head here. I'm working on the right hand side, pulling a slither of hair over, crossing over the middle and pulling it tight. You want to make sure that you keep pulling the braid tight into your scalp, otherwise it's going to be really loose and messy and fall out very easily. So taking the left side, again, over the middle, cross it over, and onto the right. Once you come to the end of your braid, which I am just at my last two sections now, you have two options. One, you can secure the braid right at the nape of the neck here, rather than continue the braid all the way to the ends of the hair. I like to do this sometimes for something a little bit more dressier, so I'll usually wrap the bands with a strand of hair so that you can't see the bands, and then I will curl the ends of the hair. It just creates a kind of more polished, slightly dressier look to traditional pigtails. Or you can continue the braid right towards the ends of your hair. For the purposes of this tutorial, I will show you continuing the braid straight to the ends of your hair, just to show you the change in the position of your hands. Alright, so I'll take this last section on this side, crossing it over the middle, and then my last section on this side, cross over the middle here. So what I like to do from here is the hand that is furthest away from the side that I'm braiding, I want to pull round to the front. If you guys can see what I've done here. So this is what was my left hand side, and this was my right. So I'm going to continue on crossing over like so, and you can see there's no knots, no tangles and no stray hairs. Continuously braid to the ends of the hair, Sorry, I have really long hair, so once you've reached the ends, double up on your hair elastics and secure in place. So now for the Dutch braid, what we're going to do is, instead of crossing our outer strands over the middle the way that we were doing for the French, we kept crossing over the way, what we're going to do now is cross the outside strands under our middle strand. So we'll start off the same way that we did before, by combing everything away from our face and then taking a diagonal section from this corner and separate it into 3 individual strands. So previously what we were doing was crossing our outer over, now we are going to come under. So beginning on the right hand side, I've crossed under. This becomes the new middle, as you can see, and we're going to cross the left hand side under. Repeat that process again. This time we're going to start incorporating hair. So this is my right hand side strand. Take a small section. I have like barely any fingernails, so I'm going to use the comb just to get started. Take a small section of hair and add it into the strand, as you can see here, and then coming under our middle strand. This is the new middle, and again we are going to take a section of hair, keep everything all nice and neat. This is the middle, coming under the middle. So I'll show you this a few more times just because it's a little bit different. It will take you a little bit of getting used to remembering to cross under. I kind of find it easier just to not think about it. The more I think about it, I end up jumping from Dutch to French all the time. So again, I'm going to use the comb just to take a section because it's easier for me a little bit. Oops. So here we have a section of hair added into the side, and we're coming underneath the middle strand again. From here, coming under the middle. Grab a section of hair and coming under the middle. So once again, I'm going to carry on doing this for a little bit and then I'll come back to you when I'm near the back. Right, so what I'm going to show you is a side by side comparison from the back of both the braids, just so you can kind of see how differently they look to one another. So this side here is our French braid, which you see is braided in towards the scalp, and the Dutch braid, which is slightly more risen off of the scalp. So this has become my new right hand side, this has become my new middle, and this has become my new left hand side. We're going to carry on the way we were going before, adding into the side and crossing under the middle and pulling tight. Once again, adding hair in here and crossing under the middle. Under, and then finish off our last two sections. are. So again, I'm going to reposition my hand around the front just to make life a little bit easier for myself for trying to finish off the braid. So here we have our right hand side, our middle and our left. Grab all 3 sections in this hand. Keep them in the right order, that is very important. And bring this hand back in to grab what was the right hand strand. And then all we're going to do is continue braiding in this way just to finish off. And again, we are going to secure it with our double elastic band. There we are. So this side here is our French braid and this side here is our Dutch braid, and that's it, that's all there is to it. I'm going to show you the back again just to show you a side-by-side view of both of the braids. But yeah, I hope that tutorial helps you all. Thanks again for watching, and keep an eye out for more fabulous roar tutorial videos, and keep practicing during lockdown. Have fun!